Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel today. Please, if you're here, kindly subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and please share this video. Your friend might need it. Yeah. Alright, so today we are going to be talking about Central Bank of Nigeria Form A application on the Trade System portal. Yeah, this update is actually for those students who want to make their school fees payment outside Nigeria to countries like the UK, US, and Canada. Depends on the country that you want to school at. Yeah, so first off, I'll be telling you what Form A application is all about. Yeah, Form A is an application that is made available by the Central Bank of Nigeria, that is CBN, to make payment transactions that is also known as Invincible Trade. This Form A allows its customers or applicants to purchase funds at the CBN or interbank rates. Yeah, it helps you to purchase foreign currencies at CBN rates, to make payment for eligible services as predetermined by the foreign exchange manual. Yeah. Students or applicants who wants to make their tuition fee payment to other countries, as I earlier mentioned, can do so with a lower rate, or simply called the CBN rate. For example, as at today, CBN Naira rate to pounds should be 5.30 something, or 5, yeah, that range. So instead of going to the black market, which is at as at today at 9.30 or 9.50, I don't really know the actual rate, but this black market exchange rate, it depends on your agent, the bookie that is selling it to you, or the agent that is selling it to you. So it depends on them, on the rate they want to sell. So this Form A helps you to get your foreign currency at a cheaper, or say lower rate, instead of going to the black market. But there are conditions that's applied, but you know about all those conditions if you keep watching this video. Yeah, so this is how it works. All banks have their different FS rates. Of course, you know that they also need their own profits. For instance, today's FS standard rate is 5.38 Naira to pounds. Yeah. So UBA usually adds, for example, usually adds like 15 Naira extra to their own rates. So they will charge you like 553 Naira to £1 when it gets to your turn on the portal to be debited. Yeah, I hope you understand what I mean. Like, if for example the standard exchange rate for today is 538 to pounds, your bank will add, depending on the bank, but I'm just using UBA for example. UBA usually adds 15 Naira extra, so making it 553, that is 553 Naira. So UBA will debit you, or will exchange your money, like your application. They will give you £1. They will charge you 553 Naira to £1. So you calculate 553 Naira times how much that you have applied for on the portal. Yeah, I hope you got that. Also know that apart from your bank's exchange rates, your bank, that is the 553 that I just mentioned, your bank will also charge for their service, right? For the service that they are rendering to you. And this usually range from 10,000, 8,000, or 16,000, depending on your bank and the days and also depending on the exchange rate for that day. So apart from the 553 naira that they are charging you, let's take for instance that you are applying for, you want to pay £1 to your school. So UBA takes, or your bank takes 553 naira plus the 10,000 naira that they will charge you. Some banks charge 16,000 depending, right? So what should be in your account is that is if you're applying for £1, right? So what should be in your account will be 553 naira plus, let's just say 16,000, then plus the CBN charge that you should still have in your account, because this portal, CBN charges you 5,000 for any application that you make there. So you have a total of 16 plus 553, then plus your 5,000 naira. You calculate that and know how much that should be in your account, while making this payments. Yeah, but in some banks, if this money is not in your account, when it gets your turn on the portal, they will reject your application. And in some banks, once your application is rejected, you have to start all over again. And the wait is not something that you want to do, all over again. So always make sure that once you apply, that you have this money in your account. Going forward, I'll be giving you updates on what banks, that makes this application a priority, the times and all. But for now, I'll give you a list of Nigerian banks that treats this application on time and also as a priority. So don't miss out on any of my videos. So when I say this, when I give you this banks that treat this, applications quickly, you will know the dates to apply to make your application so that you don't miss your school's deposit payment deadline. Alright, so if you want to apply for your tuition fee payments or your PTA or BTA, upkeep and maintenance fee, please make sure to use United Bank for Africa, that is UBA, or Unity Bank, First Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, or Access Bank. The reason why I mention these banks is because, for example, UBA, Guarantee Trust Bank, that is GT Bank, and Access Bank takes a maximum of 7 to 9 weeks to debit you on the portal. So when you make your application and submit it, it takes the bank 7 to 9 weeks, minimum of 7 weeks, sometimes 6 weeks. Those banks I just mentioned, UBA, GT Bank, and Access Bank, and even Unity Bank, yeah. So it takes them a minimum of 6 to 7 weeks and a maximum of 9 weeks. It doesn't exceed 9 weeks to, send your requested fund to your school. And also banks like EcoBank, Zenith Bank, First Bank takes a minimum of 8 weeks or 9 weeks. Yeah, and all this depends on the availability of FS. Now note that banks like GT Bank, even though they take a minimum of 6 to 7 weeks, once you make your application and it's approved on the portal, they will lock your fund until the day that they will debit you. Note this. Locking your fund means like they will kind of lock your accounts, they will lock your funds so that you don't withdraw from the account again. You will not withdraw that money until they debit you. It's still your money, yeah, but you will not withdraw that money until they debit you. But you can pay into your account. Of course, you can. But they seize this money so that when they want to debit you, they will not start looking for it or maybe asking you, please, is insufficient, can you fund your account? No. Right. So they just lock your account and then lock it until they want to debit you. Yeah. So with this time frame that I've just given you, you should be able to know when your school deadline is, so that you know if you will be able to wait for these weeks for this bank to debit you. So that now depends on you. You do your calculation and know if you should apply or not. But again, even if you apply and you couldn't wait anymore for the banks to debit you, you can still use black market and cancel your application on the trade system portal. You can. That's left for you. You can cancel it. If you want to cancel, you can just do a screenshot of anything, maybe your application, because when you want to cancel, they will request you to give a reason, to upload a reason for the cancellation. So when you want to cancel, you can just screenshot any page of your application, just paste it there. Or better still, you can write it, you can type out a letter and upload. Just give them reason why they will, a reason why you want to cancel. Your CBN will not collect their charges. The banks will not collect their charges once you cancel. Yes, the charges are just for them giving you that service. Yeah, lest I forget, when making your application with UBA, make sure your account is up to 3 months old. Very, very important. If your account is not up to 3 months old, when it gets your turn, UBA will reject your application. And if they reject it, they will not come back to it again, because it's just like a policy. You should have known this. They are more like you should have known this before making your application. So, but if you do not have a UBA account that is up to 3 months, the trick is open an account with UBA, initiate your application, then take note of, take note of when the 3 months will be. Because what they look at is if your account is up to 3 months from the day they want to treat it, not from the day you initiated. Yeah, so you can just initiate and wait for the 3 months. I mean, of course, 9 weeks, right? 7 to 9. So you can just do your calculation. But what I'm just trying to make you to understand is, even if you have up to 3 weeks or 3 months rather to wait, you can just open a UBA bank, initiate your Form A, and just leave it there. Just know that before your account, or when your account gets to 3 months, it would have been your turn for them to debit you. All right. I hope you learned something today. I hope I gave out an important information to you today. Yeah, I'll be stopping here today. On my next video, I'll be giving out the required documents for this application. Yeah, and I'll also be talking about what you can do if your bank rejects your application, how to proceed so that your bank so that you don't just miss out after all the wait. Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. Thank you. Bye bye.